Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my videos. Alright, today in the shop we have the 2005 Honda Civic once again. Today we have her in the shop because we're gonna be changing out her transmission fluid. That is right, this bad boy is finally gonna get her transmission fluid changed. Now there's two reasons why I want to do this. One, we're gonna add a short throw shifter. We're gonna be banging through gears and I don't want to do that if I don't know when the last time this oil got changed. And two, I want to keep this car up with maintenance. One of those things that we got to change out is the transmission fluid. I have no idea when that transmission fluid got changed, so I'm curious to see how it's gonna look. Now for this job you are gonna need this special tool right here. Now you don't need this specific one, but you do need a pump to get this fluid into the transmission, because unlike oil, you're not going to be able to just pour it on top. You got to somehow pump it into the system. And in a bit, you're going to see what I mean by that. But I already got the car on jack stands. You want to make sure the car is nice and level so that you can go ahead and get an accurate refill level. Alright, in my desk, I have everything that we're going to need to get this job done. I have a 17mm, and this is what we're going to use to remove the fill bolt. This right here is a 3/8 ratchet. This is what I'm going to use to remove the drain bolt, and this is my oil catcher, but I'm just going to use it to catch the transmission fluid. Over here you guys are going to see the transmission fluid we're going to be using. This is from Honda itself. I was going to go with mutual, but I figured why not go OEM, and then later down in the road we can go ahead and switch over to mutual. And I got this special pump right here. This is what I'm going to use to pump this fluid back onto the transmission. All of this is gonna be linked down below for you guys, but I'm excited to drive this car and see how it feels with this new transmission fluid, so let's get it. All right, when you go under the car you will be able to see the drain bolt and fill bolt. Now you want to remove the fill bolt first to ensure you're able to refill this. A lot of times that thing does get crusty and it's hard to come off. Again, that's a 17mm, and then we can go on to removing the drain bolt, which is just a 3/8 fitted drain bolt. So I'll be able to just put this in there like so and remove it. Nothing too complicated, but check this out. We gotta clean the bottom of this engine bay. I can't even tell if we have a leak or not because there's just so much gunk and grime. So in the future we're gonna go ahead and clean this bad boy up. Alright, I went ahead and cleaned both the fill and drain bolt with brake cleaner, and I went ahead and ordered this oil drain plug gasket kit from Amazon, and it came in clutch again because I was able to find a washer for both of these. So we have the big one right there and the little one right there. For some reason this one was stuck to the transmission and not in the drain bolt, but now that we got these bad boys out, I went ahead and got our stuff ready to pump this fluid back on the car. And nothing very complicated. All you gotta do is attach this little extended nozzle here and then put it in there and twist it on there. Don't remove that zip tie, alright? I was gonna remove it and I realized that it's there and it has a purpose. And this thing also came with a special adapter, but it's not gonna fit the Honda bolt. It's supposed to stick where the fill bolt is, but it's too small and it's not gonna fit, so I'm probably gonna lose it if I don't leave it with this attached, so that's why it's on there. And this is why you want the car to be level, because once you start filling her back up, it's gonna start to overfill and drain a little, so that's when you know you're filled. But if you have the car on level, you're not gonna get a good proper reading, so make sure your car is level. So again, we're gonna start by putting the drain bolt first. That way when we go start refilling it, we won't lose any of the fluid going in. Alright, the transmission is now filled back with transmission fluid. As you guys saw, it did start to overfill, so that's how you know it's filled to the rim. Unlike the oil, you don't have a dipstick where you can check the fluid level, so that's the only way you know it's filled, when it starts to overfill and pour out. Again, that's why you want to have the car level. I went ahead and torqued down both of those bolts to 36 foot-pounds. I found a forum and that's what it said to torque them down to, so all I'm gonna do, bring the car back down and add one of these next service stickers. If you guys been keeping up with the Honda build, you guys will know that I have a bunch of them already right here. There's one actually in the dash compartment too for the cabin filter that we changed. I didn't think it was necessary to have it here, so it's somewhere over there. But for the transmission fluid, I am gonna put one right up here with the rest of them. So far we have the oil change, the K&N oil filter, and our K&N air filter. Now we're gonna add our transmission fluid change sticker. Check that out. Again, when you have 4 cars, you kind of lose track of when you do some of this maintenance. So very happy I went out and got this from Amazon for $2. You can't go wrong. But like I said, I'm gonna remove the car from the jack stands and let's take this bad boy for a drive. Want to see how she feels. So thoughts? I love it. I love how the car feels. It just feels more responsive, more alive. Now I'm not gonna lie, the transmission oil that I put was pink. The one we removed was goldish looking. And I'm not gonna lie, as soon as I shift, the car shifts smoother. And I feel so confident that there's a change that I want to time my 0 to 60 with the Fast R app. So let's see if we can get something better than 9.95. All right, I'm in a narrow street here in Mexico. Let's see if this transmission change did anything to the car to make it perform better. So by the time my 0 to 60, let's get it. Seconds flat. Let's see if we can do something better. Run number 2, here we go. The Honda is now back in the shop. The car handles so beautifully that I am just looking forward to upgrading more stuff on this car. The car even went ahead and did a better run than ever before. 8.95 seconds. That is right, the first one was 10 seconds. You can see there the date. And then the second one was right here where we did 8.95. I feel like this car is gonna need better tires, because it is not gripping with the ones we have. The first one was 10 seconds and I feel like it was because we spent so much time burning rubber and just stayed in place, rather than when we did the second run and I actually didn't rev as high and got a better run. So shout out to me for getting that accomplishment. Crazy to think that we were hitting for something closer to 9 and we actually got an 8. So check that bad boy out. Next time you guys see me, we're gonna go ahead and do something that is long overdue on this car, and that is gonna be our stopping power. So if you know what that is, you know what that is. But until then, this is Javi from Javi's Productions. Peace out, my friends.